Good morning, my beautiful, beautiful kings and queens. So the word of God states that two will be at the wheel, one taken and one left behind. Two will be in the field, one taken and one left behind. Two will be in the bed, one taken and one left behind. That is simply because just because you share space or occupy the same space with someone does not mean that they are on the same level spiritually or consciously as you are. Anointed one, some of those individuals that have been encamped about you or have been around you, even though you may share the same blood, even though you may share the same culture, even though you may share the same natural commonalities, there are some that the level of consciousness, the level of spiritual alignment, the level of spiritual wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is not the same. That is why when God comes for his remnant, one will be taken and one will be left behind, because we are currently at such a divide and such a split right now where the levels of consciousness and the levels of reality around one individual can be completely different. You can be in the same room with someone and you guys are in two different realities. You could be in the same room with someone and you share different viewpoints, different hearts. Just because you're related to certain people does not mean that you have the same spirit. Just because they are your friend does not mean you possess the same spirit or level of consciousness. Just because they are your husband, your wife, does not mean you share the same level of consciousness, the same level of awareness, and the same spirit. So that's also what it means when the word says that he is going to be separating the wheat and the tare. The wheat and the tare almost look identical, almost, but it's only to a trained eye to know that wheat is wheat and tare is tare. The wheat is there to grow and to produce. The tare is there to choke the wheat. And in the day of harvest, the tare will be separated and it will be cast into fire. And I just want to encourage you all today to focus and to be looking for spiritual alignment with God and the things of God. Just because you speak a good game, just because you talk about the things of God, does not mean your heart is actually there. Just because you dress up and go to church does not mean that your heart is with God. Just because you play the part of pastor or play the role of deacon or play the role of, I am this and I am that, does not mean that it's true. Does not mean. So this is the time where people are actually being separated. God is dividing. There's a huge divide. And if you are an anointed one, if you are called to rule and reign in heavenly places, it's going to call for a separation. It is going to call for you to distance yourself from those things that are not of God. It is going to call for you to distance yourself from the things that are not conducive to your growth, and from places, things, people that are not spiritually aligned, or that are not emotionally aligned, or that are on the other side. There is literally only two kingdoms. I say this over and over again. There's the kingdom of light and the kingdom of darkness. Don't be fooled by religious folks. Do not be fooled by people that claim to know it all. There are literally two kingdoms. Either you are in the kingdom of light or you are in the kingdom of darkness. That is all the spiritual realm sees. It sees light and dark. This is why two people can walk together, one be taken and one be left, because we are serving into different kingdoms. So to be spiritually aware is to have life. To be spiritually aware is to understand the undertones of what is taking place in this reality. To be spiritually aware is to understand that you are not wrestling against flesh and blood. Literally, you are wrestling against powers, principalities, and wickedness in high places. This is why, anointed ones, those of you that are fighting the good fight, those of you that are fighting the fight of faith, this is why the enemy is able to use your family members, your friends, your spouses, your children against you. It is because we are ruling and reigning into different kingdoms. Understand spiritual warfare, so that when these battles rise against you, you are not fighting against the flesh, but you are going in the spirit to dismantle the plots and plans of the enemy, anointed one, because we are in a time where there is an evident and a clear divide, because the veil has been lifted. There is an evident and clear divide on who is with who and who is in what kingdom. You can't unsee it anymore, anointed ones. You cannot unsee the family members, the friends, the co-workers. You cannot unsee what side they are on. You cannot unsee it. And this is why the word says that when he returns, some will be left behind, because they're not operating in the kingdom of light. They are not operating for their Father. They are operating, or they are not operating for the Father of light. They are operating for the Father of darkness. And this is why the enemy has been able to conquer so many families. Why the enemy has been able to conquer your dreams, your hopes, your aspirations, is because you're not fully aware, because you are not fully aware of the tactics of the enemy. So my question is, will you be taken or will you be left behind? Because the day of judgment, the day is drawing near. I love you guys. Please, please be kind and treat others the way that you would like to be treated. I love you.